For all of us DIYers, or for those of us that just like to pin stuff on Pinterest, we have a fun segment just for you.
Jenni Pagano is giving us some Pinsperation today from her board to show us just how easy it really is to recreate the cool stuff we see on Pinterest. How are you?
Good. How are you guys doing?
Doing great. Let's start over here with
Zach's a little out of his element right now.
Well,
he's like,
I heard she said the word geometry earlier.
Oh no, we weren't going to bring that up.
I've not been able to collect my thoughts. So
he's flustered. He's like, what's going on? All right, Jenni, I follow you on Facebook, and I love seeing the epic fails that happen from Pinterest, because realistically, when you post all this stuff and you pin all this stuff to your board on Pinterest, it's like, is it really this easy, and can anyone do it?
Sometimes it is, and sometimes it isn't. I tried some plaster flowers this month. It just did not happen. I don't know what went wrong, but so we went to embroidery hoops.
Right. That's what makes Pinterest so much fun, is
right.
that it's such trial and error, and there's so many ideas that then you just move on to your next one.
Exactly.
Okay, so tell us, what do we have today?
Okay, so let's start with this one.
Okay.
This project was posted on Pinterest, and I made a couple modifications to it. It's 3 concentric embroidery hoops.
Okay.
The original poster had used wire to attach everything, and I decided I'd switch it up a little bit because that's how I roll. I used some black and white baker's twine, and she had used these itty bitty bitty clothespins,
yes,
and hot glued them on here.
Oh, okay.
I thought, number one, that I wasn't sure that the hot glue would hold very well, and number two, I didn't want to ruin my hoops because I didn't know if I was going to like this project. So I thought I'd try it this way and see if it worked, and I like it.
That's good thinking, though, because then you're not completely committing to it.
Exactly.
You can switch it up and read and just cut this off, and
you're done.
And you're done.
I like the way those look anyway. I think those clothespins look cool like that.
So I thought this would be really cute, let's say maybe over a baby's changing table, and you could put all your distant family relatives' photos up there, and you talk about the photos and who they are with your baby.
Oh, that's
nice.
really cute, because changing diapers is kind of a nightmare when you've got a skirt, you know, someone that like yes, exactly. Where this is like, hey, let's take a look.
Yeah. So, or you could hang this maybe over your kitchen table and put notes for the kids. Don't forget your backpack, or.
So it could be functional.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
So it's really flexible. You can do lots of different things with this.
That's what Jenni's all about, is functional.
Got it.
Absolutely. To make this work with these clothespins, I wasn't able to use both halves of each ring.
Okay.
So I just took off the one that had the thumb screw on it and tied just the continuous loop together.
Oh, I got it.
So a little modification on that one.
Okay.
Okay. And then I moved on to these cute little chalkboard signs.
Yes.
Great.
Now this stuff is called chalkboard fabric, and it's basically vinyl.
It
okay.
is.
Yeah.
Now I don't know if it is still this thick. I bought mine about 10 years ago.
Back in the day.
Back in the day, before Pinterest, and I didn't really know what to do with it, so it just sort of sat in my drawer. Well, here's a project to use it.
Okay.
And you can get this at any fabric store, either online or in real life. So this is, you're going to use the embroidery hoop like it is originally intended. So you're going to sandwich the fabric in between both hoops. So you put down the one with the thumb screw.
Okay.
Put the fabric over that, and then you kind of jam this one in. Now, because this fabric is so thick, you need a rubber mallet, or I needed a rubber mallet to make this happen. So it just took some determination. A thinner piece of fabric, that you're not going to have that problem.
From not back in the day.
From not back in the day. Yeah, I don't know if it's different now. I should go check that out. So then my modification for this project is I added the clothespins to make
stand.
little feet.
Look at that.
This is a great, like, wedding, bridal shower, bachelorette idea.
Or like a table holder, or like a placeholder at a table at a wedding.
Or for your buffet table, you can label
a
your
marker.
cheeses or your wines or your Kool-Aid or whatever you've got.
Even just if you're having a summer party, this is such a great idea that's different and probably not very expensive either.
Not at all. And this doesn't ruin anything.
No.
When you're using the chalkboard fabric, once you get the fabric in here, you prep it by just covering it with chalk and then wiping it off. And that sort of leaves a little layer of chalk on there. Makes it easier to erase later. So you can use either chalk, or this is like a chalk ink pen.
Okay.
That's what I used on this coffee one.
Those are really cute, Jenni. I like this idea.
And I wanted to point out, I brought this one. This was my very first one. I didn't smooth it out really well before I wedged it all the way together. Don't do that.
Okay.
Make sure it's smooth, and especially pay attention to the area in between.
Yeah, because it creased a little bit.
Yeah,
right
you
here.
see that? So this one's getting taken apart and redone.
Okay, and real quickly, what's
back
this?
to these spheres. Now, what you need to do to make these spheres is 2 matching sets of hoops. So, Amanda, you've got these big ones, and Zach, you've got the little ones. You're going to take them apart. Take this puppy apart.
Okay.
Okay, and then to fit these together, first you make an X. So you take 2, it doesn't matter which 2, and kind of gently wedge them
I
together.
feel like I'm going to break mine.
You know, they really stretch. I was surprised.
they do.
That they do.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Then after you do the X, you put another one in that's straight up and down like an I through the middle of the X.
Okay.
Got that?
I don't know if mine's going to...
And that's probably the hardest one to get on. And
Yeah.
yeah, you can loosen up that thumb screw if you need a little bit more space.
I don't think I'm going to...
Amanda's got it already.
I don't think I'm going to be able to get mine, but there's no surprise there because...
Not the crafty guy, huh?
No, I'm not. Well, you guys keep working.
Okay, after you get that eye in there, you're going to take the last hoop and you're going to put it around the equator,
Never gonna get
around the middle.
You're never going to get there, he says.
Here,
Like I'm in kindergarten
play with
all
that
over
one.
again.
Look
Yes. Look what I did.
Yay.
Yay.
All right.
And then if you want to, you can glue it if you want it to stay forever and ever, or you can add these little thumbtacks in there. And on my Pinterest board, which you can follow me on just Jenni Pagano on Pinterest, or you can go to my website, and there's links there. You can see all the different variations of this project. They have some that are stained, some that are painted, some that are fabric covered.
Excellent. Jenni, thank you so much. And
Absolutely.
happy Friday to
Thank
you. Have
you,
a
you
great
too.
weekend.
Thank you.
And you can get more Pinspiration by following Jenni's Pinterest board. When you log on to your Pinterest account, just search for Jenni.
Jenni.
Oh my gosh. Jenni
There you go.
Pagano
Nailed it.
and follow her.
Right after the break, we'll get a summer beauty breakdown.
Plus, we'll find out why it was so important for Melissa McCarthy and her husband to make Tammy into a grandmother-granddaughter film. Don't go anywhere.